up, guys? We are here on another live here from the Lost Lion Studios. I'm just gonna wait for a couple of people to join because I want to talk to you guys. It is February 1st, 2026, and we have a lot to talk about. I'm just gonna chat it up before going to bed and starting a new week of work. So this is gonna be it's gonna be fun. So, anyways, guys, I am the Lost Lion. I am Leo, and I love to travel. Boom is not here. She is actually taking on an assignment in New York City. So I was actually there last weekend, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So lots to get into. Just waiting for a few people to join, please. I know it's a Sunday night. Um, just gonna do these like every other weekend. I'm gonna try to join, talk to you guys. If you guys want to ask me any questions, we can do that. Or if you guys want to talk about anything, yeah, we can do any of that. So just waiting for a few people here. Waiting for a few people here. Um, how are you guys doing? Though everybody good. Everybody to a good start in February. I hope so. I really hope so. It's been a very slow January in my opinion. Even though I got back from my big travels in the first week of January, and then we are now in February. So it was kind of slow, but kind of fast. So if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. If there's any audio problems, let me know. Put a thumbs down if that's possible. Actually, yeah, you can put a thumbs down, can't you? On the chat? I think so. Anyways, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, but we are here, guys. So let's see, what are we doing today? We're talking about. I want to know if anybody's traveling in February. Anybody out there gonna travel in February? Let me know in the comments. I want to read about it. Where are you going? How long are you gonna go for? It's gonna be fun to experiment with you guys. See where are you headed to? Where are you going? I want to know. So just waiting for a few more people. Actually, this is gonna be a pretty. I think it's gonna be a pretty slow month because um, I do have a trip, but it's only 3 days long, and that's towards the end of February. So beginning and middle of February is gonna stretch really long, even though this is the shortest month of the year. Um, it's going to be interesting to uh, to go through this month. I gotta work. I gotta afford these travels somehow, and then make it onto a small trip. Actually, I'll just let you guys know now. We are going on a 3-day cruise, and this is me and my brother. We're going on a 3-day cruise from Miami, Florida, going to the Bahamas and coming right back on a very cheap, but I think an elegant cruise. I've never been on this cruise line. It's called MSC Cruise Line. So it's gonna be fun to kind of see how they work. Never been on this cruise line again. But the coolest thing is that I actually forgot to mention on MSC. So because I have status with Virgin Voyages, I can status match to MSC. So now on MSC, I am gold. So I have quite a few perks that I will be explaining later in the month. But it's going to be fun to use perks on a cruise line that I've never experienced. So this is going to be a new thing for me. It's going to be a new destinations, and I think we're going to a private island, and it's just a 3-night cruise, so it's going to be really quick. Nothing too bad. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun. MSC Cruise Line, I've heard good things and bad things. I've heard a mix. But if anybody here, if you're watching this after, that's fine too. You can always comment and I will get back to you. But if you've been on MSC Cruise Line, let me know if it was good or not. I want to know if was it good, was it bad? I just hear like 50-50, so I really don't know what to expect. I know they're like a Spirit Airlines kind of concept where they charge for everything. Like you pay the minimum price to get on, and then after that, like if you want to drink or watch this show or eat there or eat over there, like it's going to cost extra money. So i don't want to I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to put bad vibes into it. I just want to have a good time. So I know I'm going to spend extra money. That's okay. It's just part of the cruise. You always spend extra money on the cruise. So I want to see how that goes. I'm very excited to experience a new cruise line. That bottom line, MSC Cruise Line should be fun. Should be. and especially with this cold weather hitting the country, the USA, uh, I'm in need of some really hot beach weather, and that's what I cannot wait for in about less than 3 weeks for me. So hopefully this cold goes away in the next few days, because I know like New York, even Florida, Florida is really cold, but I'm hoping that the weather does kind of do better because it is not good. It's really cold here in Texas. It's really cold in Florida, and then it's even colder the more north you go. So it'll be interesting to see. Give me a thumbs up. I know when you join and you see this, even if it's days after, please give it a like. It's gonna help the video. It's gonna push this kind of video out to everybody so that um, we can gain some traction, get some followers, and grow this thing. You know, I want to grow this channel little by little. It's been a very, very slow process, but I am working on it. It's been fun. It's been a little bit of a struggle sometimes, not gonna lie, but it's been fun for the most part. And I'm making a ton of videos, doing a lot of work behind the scenes that you guys don't see, but when the final product comes out, I love watching my own videos. I love seeing where I can improve. I love watching other people's videos so I can see what I can do better. So it's been a whole thing. YouTube is still a work in progress for me. Still learning the ways, and yeah, it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy, but it's fun. So as long as it's fun, and I love talking to you guys and showing you guys everything that I do, especially in travels, that's the goal, right? So all right. So what else do we have? Last weekend I was in New York City, and that was, I'm telling you, that's like the first major storm of the year for the country. Last weekend I was in New York City, went to visit my wife out there because she is taking a travel assignment, and got to spend let me see, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. Yeah, so 4 nights. I was supposed to be there for 3 nights, but it really was four only. So it worked out because she had 2 of those nights off. So we got to enjoy some dinners and just spend time together because we've been away for each other for just a couple weeks. I know it's nothing really, but it was fun to be in New York. But while we were there, it started snowing, and the snow really kicked in. So we got like a foot of snow. Now, thankfully, we're like in a nice, cozy hotel. Uh, Not much was going on. People were kind of staying off the streets for the most part. But once we got out to have dinner a couple times, it really it got difficult to walk in a foot of snow. So I've never experienced more than like 6 inches of snow ever in my life. But this time in New York, experiencing 12 inches of snow, and I think it was a little more than that too. That was tough. It was tough, but it was fun. In a way, it brought my inner child out, and I had fun just kind of playing in the snow while we were going to dinner. The cold, I mean, it was cold. It felt like -4 at some points. Excuse me. So, it was very cold, not gonna lie. But the few minutes that we were outside playing in the snow, it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, in New York City, my flight got canceled the Monday. No, no, no. My flight got canceled the Sunday I was supposed to come back. So I had to rebook my flight for Monday. And this is last Monday. I was supposed to come back home Monday, uh, but do you think I got the flu? I don't think I got the flu. I feel good, and I'm not coughing. I'm not sneezing, anything like that. But anyways, was supposed to come back home Monday, and then uh, I had to. I was at the airport at the lounge enjoying my time, about to catch a flight, but it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. So now it's about 8 p.m. Our flight is supposed to happen in like, well, it was supposed to happen 3 hours ago. And then now, so I'm like, I'm taking my chances. I'm like, do I rebook for Tuesday, which is tomorrow? Or do I wait it out and see if the flight really goes through? But monitoring where the aircraft was, which was in Chicago, I was thinking it's not going to come to New York in a few hours. I don't think so. So I took the initiative and I rebooked my flight for the next day, which was Tuesday, and everything was fine except I had a layover in Atlanta, which wasn't too bad, but it was kind of the wasting time at the airport kind of thing. But for me, what really helped was the Chase Sapphire Lounge in LaGuardia Airport. So that's the airport that's, I think it's closer to Manhattan, I think, than the other one, the JFK. So thankfully, our hotel was really close to the airport in LGA, LaGuardia. So just kind of transferred back and forth, wasting my time at the airport. And then once I was there early Tuesday morning, I went back to the same lounge, got a breakfast, and then just hopped on the flight. And I slept almost all the way to Atlanta. And then I went to Atlanta, went to another lounge, which is the Centurion Lounge in with Amex in Atlanta. And then from there, waited a couple more hours and made our way to Dallas. So I didn't get to Dallas. I didn't get there till like 3 p.m., I think. So I don't know. Just things that happen. Travel is never reassuring. It's and you know this actually happened not because of the snow, because all that was cleared out on the runways at least, but it's because of our aircraft wasn't coming to New York yet, and they couldn't find an extra aircraft to take us from New York to Dallas. So a little disappointing. I could have been at the hotel sleeping, enjoying my time for one more night, and then if I would have known that I was gonna fly out Tuesday morning, of course I wouldn't have gone to the airport on Monday afternoon. But it didn't work that way. So lots of back and forth, but we made it safely on Tuesday afternoon in Dallas, which Dallas was full of ice and snow still. So the roads were pretty slick and everything. So my dad picked me up. We went home, and that was it. But the next morning, Wednesday morning, I tried driving to my workplace, and that did not work out because my car took a spin around the highway. I didn't hit anything. Thankfully, I did not hit anything. But hey, sometimes accidents happen. I was going 30 miles an hour on the highway when my car just decided, okay, let's just take a turn. And I was like, no, I don't want that. But my car was like, yeah, let's do it. So I took a huge turn. I didn't hit anybody or anything. And then I came to a complete stop. Then I headed right off of the highway, parked at a local store, and then had my father pick me up from there. So I didn't want to drive that day, and it was pretty slippery. Yes, it was really cold. But my car is not, I have to get the tires checked out because, it's not supposed to just fly like that at 30 miles an hour. I felt like my tires should have stuck to the ground a little more. So, I don't know. But anyways, that's the story, guys. That was my early week, and that was Wednesday, and now we're here on a Sunday talking to you guys. So again, if you're seeing this video in the future, please comment, please like, please subscribe. Don't forget, it really helps the algorithm here with YouTube. And like I said, guys, we're just having some fun. So it's a Sunday afternoon. I should be in bed, but I felt like coming on just very last minute, just to talk, ramble about travels or anything you guys want. So what else do we got here? Um, yeah, that whole mishap happened in LaGuardia, and I'm thinking about going next weekend, but it's a risk, What if the flight doesn't come out again? So I'm gonna miss another day of work. It's kind of tough, just because of all the travels that I have coming up. I don't want to take off more time than I have to. Um, but we'll see what happens. So, anyways, new series starts tomorrow, guys. The new series starts tomorrow. It is flying to Seattle and then Seattle to Asia. So you're gonna want to watch tomorrow's episode, Monday, February 2nd. February 2nd. Please go check it out. We just got done with our Disney Destiny cruise videos, and those went pretty well. But now we have to shift over to our next trip, which was the last trip of 2025. So you guys go watch that tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, 5 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be fun to for you guys to see that, just please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And there's some good videos coming. There's some really cool things that I did, especially not going to Seattle necessarily, but ending up in Asia, where we're gonna explore 4 different countries. And I think I only knew one of them. So the other 3 I didn't know. It was completely new to me. So that's what I like about travels. You kind of plan it around. It's so far away. So of course, that was a very long trip. It was like 26 days. Very long, very long. I'm not gonna lie. It was maybe a little too long, but we made the use of every single day. It was so fun. So that starts tomorrow. And of course, check out my Instagram. Check out my Instagram, Leonidas19. I've been posting every single day, like reels. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm trying to post reels for a certain amount of time to see like how my audience kind of reacts to it and if I get new followers. And it's actually working. I've been doing this for almost 20 days straight, making a reel, putting this travel content out on Instagram, right? And I've been getting some pretty good views on these reels, and it's pretty cool how just being consistent with it. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to be creative every single day and think of something new because I schedule it out. I schedule these reels out. So it's hard to be creative and think of something really good every single day. So not every reel is a hit. Some do fail, don't get that many views, but some do get some great views, and I'm happy with that. It's a trial and error, try to do good, it doesn't do good. Don't get discouraged, do it again. So it's a work in progress, and I'm loving it. Just like YouTube. YouTube is always like this. It's always up and down, up and down. But it's just kind of how it works. This social media stuff, I mean, I enjoy it. I really do. It's been fun, and I don't see myself stopping in the near future at all. At all. I have so many trips this year and already in 27. It's gonna be crazy. I think 27 will be more of slow travel. So I'm gonna stay in places a little longer and not move around so much. But we'll see how things go. That's kind of my master plan, but it could always change, right? So we only have one cruise for 27 and no solid plans for the rest of the year. So I think we're gonna, like this year for me, 2026 is gonna be the year of cruises. But then 27, I'm only doing one cruise and that's it. Because I need to do more land travel, some of those harder to get places, because I am approaching 60 countries and it's getting to the point where, yeah, I need to like really plan it so that I can hit these new countries and just explore, like have fun. So that's my plan, guys. That's the plan for sure. Again, like the video if you can, if you're here watching now or in the future. Really helps the video, helps the channel. I would appreciate it. So it is a Sunday night. I hope you guys are watching and doing well. It is February 1st, of course. So lots going on. The shortest month of the year is here. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of January, February of every year, just because I feel like those months are a little bit slower and there's not much going on. It's kind of cold and depressing, and it's like, you know, motivation is not there, or you just don't want to go outside, but I like these little trips that I've been doing, and I think it's gonna make my month go faster. So, like I did say earlier in the video, if you missed it, I am going to the Bahamas in about about 2.5 weeks now. I will be going on a new cruise line that I've never been on. So that's gonna be fun to watch. So again, follow my Instagram. I post on there like daily, every day. But my YouTube videos are like so far behind. I have to like catch up. So these videos for the trip that I have this month um, don't come out till probably 3 or 4 months in advance. So I mean like later on. So it's gonna be a while. So stay tuned though. February is full of like videos of all these countries that I've never been to. So you're gonna love seeing all of February, all of March, and maybe some of April. It's gonna be all these Asian countries that I just went to. And it's gonna be fun to show all of you. So stay tuned. I mean, subscribe because you wanna keep up to date with all the videos. It's gonna be fun. I've been watching all the video, like my footage, and going through it, kind of filtering what's good and what's bad. And I really liked what I recorded here. So it's been a lot of fun. Um, Anyways, are you guys going anywhere in February? Anybody going anywhere? I want to know. I want to know. But I only have one trip, which is 3 days at the end of February. If I try to go to New York, it might be next weekend, but I don't think so. I really don't think so, just because my flight experience last weekend wasn't that great, so it kind of traumatized me. Again, if you missed it, I did get delayed and then canceled and then like delayed again, and I couldn't get out of New York, and I finally made it back to Dallas like a day later. So it was crazy, but it's all right. That's, travel is like that. It never goes to plan. Something always happens, and either you can go sit and cry in the corner, or you can go over here and just fix your problems, think about what's the next option, and move on. Because believe me, I mean, I wanted to just kind of call it quits and let all the snow like just go away, and then I travel like in a couple days. But I was like, no, I need to get home, so let me rebook this, and it was for free. And then I had to, do the things on the app so it didn't cost me money, and it was kind of complicated. But I was able to make it back home because I do have to work, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately. So, yeah, what's up with all this cold weather? Have you guys seen the country is like freeze? It's all frozen. Actually, today, February 1st, I was telling my wife it would have been cool to go to Disney World today in Florida because I think they're at like 20 something degrees down there, and it never gets that cold. Never gets that cold. And nobody would have been at Disney World. I don't think so, right? So it would have been cool to go to Disney and just ride everything, walk around. It would have been really cold, but I think I'm more used to it than the Floridians down there in Florida, in Orlando. So it was just something funny to think about. But yeah, this cold is affecting everybody. I mean, up in New York it feels like -4, I think, right now. And then here, I think it's still pretty cold, like in the low 30s. And Florida I think, is colder than here. So that's unheard of. There's something going on. There's a deep freeze, but I hope it goes away. Because again, I think these 2 months of the year, they're just more on the depressing side, and it's not the funnest, the most fun, I guess. So that's just my opinion. But hey, that's what it is, guys. Let's see. So some just like random little things on the travel news, right? Because we like to talk about travel here. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep rambling off about travel. Let's see. Well, did you know Southwest Airlines, right? So Southwest Airlines is really big here in Dallas because Love Field, there is nothing but Southwest Airlines. So today, February 1st, they actually changed the assigned seating policy. So before um, there were groups, and now you have an assigned seat. So they're going to what all the other airlines do, and which is assign your seat. And why are they doing this? Probably money. Probably something to do with money. We just don't know. They have so many changes with their loyalty programs and stuff like that. I do use them often, so I do have their credit cards, and that will get me status in a way. But otherwise, if you don't have their credit cards and you don't fly with them often, it's gonna be tough to like get your assigned seat, like where you want to sit, and it's not fun. Southwest Airlines has really changed in the last few months. It's just the way. I don't know why they did that, but unfortunately, yeah, all these airlines are changing for the worse, I feel like. So less perks, it's harder to get perks, and then you lose some and then you get some, and it's very confusing because a lot of things do change, but it's the name of the game. You kind of have to go with the flow and just learn along the way. And if you fly enough, you can get some kind of status. If not, get the credit card. It's not a bad idea if just how to manage credit. So I think that's a good idea. Anyways, yeah, also on February 1st, which is today, Capital One lounges. Let's talk about Capital One really quick. they they changed their policy on actually having uh, you cannot bring guests to Capital One lounges at airports. So this is something new. They announced this about 6 months ago, but it came into effect now. So what I had to do is my wife has a Capital One credit card. I was her authorized user at no cost. So that was free, right? So that's why she had a card and I had a card. So what we had to do was cancel mine because otherwise it was going to charge $125 just to be her authorized user. So what we did is she kept hers, and then what I did was I got a completely new Capital One card. And now I have access to the cards by my, I mean, access to the lounges by myself. But here's the thing, you can't bring anybody now. It's a solo thing. And if you want to bring somebody, they're going to charge you $45 per person per visit. So let's say on this trip coming up in for me in about 19-20 days, I have my Capital One card. So I want to go to Capital One Lounge, but if I want to bring a guest, it's going to be $45. So I think a lot of these lounges are looking for ways to minimize the crowds because I'm not going to lie, there's been a lot of people at these lounges lately, and it leads to long wait times, or it doesn't make the experience pleasant in a way. So I understand why they're doing it, but then I don't understand. So I don't like that either. It is. So I'm telling you, these credit cards, these airlines, they're finding tricky ways to kind of get rid of people to like not have as much status so that the ones that do can enjoy it better. So I get it, but I think it's a money grab too. So 50-50, I kind of see it either way. That's just me. So yeah, I think that's kind of like a couple things I wanted to bring up to you guys. If you have the Capital One credit card, good for you, but you can't bring a guest, unfortunately. So we'll have to find other ways how to do that. As of right now, I don't know of any other way. I don't know, man. So anyways, I think I've talked a little too much. I'm getting tired. My contacts are killing me. That's why I keep closing my eyes. I keep blinking. So that's my contacts telling me like it's time to get out of my eyeballs. So that's my cue to end the live. So it's been a great time, guys. It's been fun. I'm still doing this YouTube lives. I want to do them every other weekend. So think about next weekend, no, and then the weekend after that, yes. So I might do my first one on the MSC cruise line. I might do a live on the ship, kind of walk around, show you guys. So I will announce that really soon if I do that, because I want a lot of y'all to join in real time, and then I can show the ship, and then we could just talk, communicate, chat it up. Because I want to know if you guys have been on MSC or not. So yeah, it's a contacts. It's a contact. Yeah, I wear contacts. So I don't want to wear glasses because I look goofy in them, I think. So I stick to my contacts. But anyways, guys, whether you're seeing this now or later, I hope you guys have a good one. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. It's been fun. This is a really short live. I think I'm about to hit 30 minutes, but it's okay. I'll be back very soon. And stay tuned for the next series. It is starting tomorrow. Seattle, here we come. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.